So there was a question that popped up on Facebook about how to export a slice of a 3D print um, out to an SVG file. And the specific application there for this question is the chap wants to laser cut some holders for some trophies. I thought that was interesting and wanted to show how to do it. So let's jump into Fusion and we'll get right to it. So I'm in Fusion, I'm in the solid workspace here. This is a new document. I haven't made any changes to it. I'm going to go to the mesh workspace. This is where we would import an STL and then create and insert mesh. This brings up the insert dialog. Select from my computer and pick the STL file. So this particular STL file is a little trophy, public domain trophy that I picked up off of Printables. And there are options in here. The only one that's really important is the unit type that you import it. So for most 3D prints, that's millimeters, but if your model's in inches, this is where you would change that. Then click OK, and that'll bring this in. Now this brings it in as a mesh body, and the other tools in Fusion can't see this mesh body. We have some work to do. We go to Modify, and then down to Convert Mesh, and this will turn it into something that the other tools in Fusion can see. I'm going to select the body that I want to convert. And the options that I'm choosing here are parametric and faceted. There is another method that it will import the model that is faster and gives you a cleaner model. It's not available in the free version, and it's not necessary for what we're doing here. So parametric, faceted is fine. Click OK. If you have a complex model, this can take a hot minute. So this model is relatively simple, and I'm going to get a spinning circle just for a few seconds. And if you tried this on a complex model that had 100,000 triangles, you'd have time to go get coffee. So now that this is converted into a body that the other tools in Fusion can see, I want to go back to the solid workspace. And you have the option here of just creating a sketch on the bottom of the part and using the project tool to project in each and every one of these lines around the perimeter of it. And that would work, but it would take forever because there's a lot of them. There is a better way if you're not getting paid by the hour. So you go to construct here and offset plane. So this is, I'm going to make a plane that's actually a little bit inside the part. So if I came up into this part, negative 0.01 millimeters, that would be just barely inside the part, and that would work for this trick if I were really trying to capture the bottom profile of it. For this specific part, if I click on front here and I zoom in, you can see that it has this little chamfer on the bottom edge of it. So if I were going to make a laser cut holder for this, I would actually want to bring this plane up. Let me zoom in over here on the other side. Bring this plane up to where it is even with that chamfer. So that way it'll actually fit in the laser cut part. Okay. Once I've selected the distance, click OK. Okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and scroll to where I can see the bottom. Go to the Create Sketch tool. And then pick this new plane that I just created. So in here, we're going to command line tool. So I'm going to hit S for search to bring up the sketch shortcuts, and then search for the intersect tool. Intersect will bring in all of the lines and arcs where the model touches the sketch plane. So geometry I'm going to select and make sure that I've got the selection filter that bodies is highlighted. That's this little cylinder. And then for geometry, I'm going to click the part. Click OK. It'll think for a second, and now my part is outlined with these little purple dots and lines. Okay. And if I come over here to the left and I click the little eyeball next to bodies, then it will hide that, and I'll be left with just the outline of the part. Now, hit Finish Sketch. That takes me back to the regular workspace. And here, the specific ask was to export this. So I go Expand Sketches in the browser tree, right-click on the sketch, and go to Export DXF. It'll ask me if I want millimeters or inches, and then OK. The next page, it will ask me where I want to save it, and then I can click save, and then that will save that image out, or save the DXF file out. There are other things you could do with this as well. This technique is super useful if I just want some profiles out of an STL, because I'm going to reverse engineer a part back into a modelable part. And this is not the only way to do it, but it's by far the fastest way to do it. So I hope that helps, and I'll go stick this out on Facebook. Cheers.